Imagine a tiny village on the banks of the Tiber River. It was little more than a cluster of wooden huts, surrounded by dense forests and marshlands. Its people were farmers, herders, and traders, living a life dictated by nature's rhythm. Yet within this humble settlement, a spark of ambition quietly flickered. Rome didn't rise overnight. It began with families striving to survive, defending their homes from rival tribes, and learning the power of unity. They built simple walls, dug irrigation channels, and experimented with early governance. Over time, the village began attracting settlers seeking protection and opportunity. With each new arrival, it grew not only in size, but in organization. What made this small village remarkable was its resilience, cleverness, and vision. Every alliance, every decision, every small victory planted the seeds of an empire that would one day reshape the world. Life was never easy for early Rome. Surrounding tribes coveted the fertile lands and growing population. Conflicts were frequent and brutal. These struggles forced the villagers to innovate, both in warfare and diplomacy. Defensive walls were built, citizen militias trained, and temporary alliances formed. They learned that survival depended not just on strength, but on strategy. Over decades, the village began assimilating smaller tribes through negotiations and marriages, gradually shifting from a village mindset to that of a city. Every skirmish taught lessons in leadership, unity, and resilience. Through these challenges, Rome grew stronger, preparing itself to face even greater threats. It was in the crucible of conflict that the foundations of a future empire were forged. As the settlement expanded, simple councils weren't enough to manage its affairs. Rome created a system of shared power, the Roman Republic. Elected officials, called magistrates, oversaw laws, military campaigns, and civic projects. Citizens, especially landowners, had a voice through assemblies. Power was balanced, reducing internal conflict while fostering loyalty. This structure enabled efficient governance, troop organization, and long-term planning. It also instilled a sense of civic duty and pride. The Republic laid the groundwork for Roman law, emphasizing fairness, codification, and accountability. With this system, the small village evolved into a structured city capable of governing itself and extending influence across neighboring regions. Rome understood that conquest alone was not enough. Diplomacy became a powerful tool. Tribes and neighboring cities were offered treaties, alliances, or even citizenship in exchange for loyalty. Rome became respected as well as feared, offering security, trade opportunities, and political inclusion. This approach minimized resistance, reduced the costs of war, and accelerated expansion. The city-state learned to manipulate rival powers against each other, ensuring no single enemy dominated the region. Over generations, Rome became a hub of negotiation, trade, and cultural exchange. By balancing diplomacy with military might, Rome transformed steadily, turning a simple village into a regional powerhouse. As Rome's ambitions grew, so did its conquests. Yet the city rarely destroyed the territories it conquered. Instead, it absorbed them, granting partial or full citizenship, integrating local elites, and imposing Roman laws. Roads connected new cities, enabling trade, communication, and troop movement. Integration created loyalty and economic interdependence, reducing rebellion. Military victories were celebrated, but assimilation ensured conquered lands became part of Rome's identity. This strategy allowed Rome to expand rapidly while maintaining stability. From a tiny village to a dominant regional power, Rome proved that unity and strategic integration were as powerful as its legions. The Roman army was the backbone of expansion, highly organized, disciplined, and loyal to the state. It was unlike any other force of its time. Citizen soldiers trained rigorously, fought with standardized equipment, and embraced structured tactics. The army also spread Roman culture and infrastructure, building roads, forts, and settlements wherever it marched. Soldiers were motivated not only by pay, but by duty, honor, and the promise of citizenship or land. The army protected borders, enforced laws, and ensured stability, becoming a powerful instrument for growth. Its role went beyond warfare. It was central to Rome's identity and its rise from a village to an empire. Rome's strength was not only in arms, but in its culture and economy. Trade networks connected farms, towns, and ports. Markets thrived, artisans prospered, and coinage unified commerce. Public buildings, temples, and forums reflected wealth and civic pride. Education, language, and religion fostered a shared Roman identity while blending local customs. Cities flourished, roads connected distant territories, and commerce funded further expansion. Cultural and economic development reinforced Rome's power, creating a resilient society capable of sustaining a growing empire. A tiny village had transformed into a vibrant civilization. Over centuries, Rome evolved from a humble riverside settlement into a dominant power in the Mediterranean, balancing diplomacy, conquest, integration, and governance. Rome achieved remarkable unity. Every wall built, law enacted, and battle fought contributed to its rise. The city's story demonstrates how resilience, strategy, and vision can transform humble beginnings into lasting global influence. From a small village, Rome became one of history's greatest empires, leaving a legacy that continues to shape the world.